1, 2, 3,
Re-recording songs that have been so well known and so loved, it's always a risk.
Los riesgos siempre van a estar y tienen que estar.
I think Fascination is more than just a tribute. It wasn't like the intention to go and copy the exact sound of Nat King Cole. That was never the case with anyone involved in the project.
We're dedicating a recording project to the memory of a great artist.
It was fascination, I know.
The project was inspired really by what Ralph S. Peer back in the 1950s, what he did in helping to convince Nat King Cole to record in Spanish. Making Nat King Cole really probably the first crossover artist ever.
That's what makes these records really, really special. They were the first of something that had never been done before.
Acércate más y más.
I remember my father, he used to have this vinyl collection, and he would play these Nat King Cole records, albums like Cole Español, Más Cole Español. Those are memories from my childhood that I vividly remember.
Where are you from?
From San Juan, Puerto Rico.
En Venezuela, Nat King Cole era muy escuchado, muy admirado. Uno lo veía con mucho agradecimiento.
No hablaba español, pero se aprendía las canciones en español. Pero cuando tú lo escuchas, te convence completamente de lo que está diciendo.
Yo considero que Nat King Cole es uno de los cantantes más elegantes y más influyentes del siglo XX. Tiene una base musical increíble, ya que es pianista de jazz y un gran pianista de jazz. Y la verdad es que siempre me llamaba la atención su forma de interpretar.
Mucha gente no sabe, Nat King Cole era un timbero y hay grabaciones que él está tocando en el llamador. Y yo decía, no.
Ralph S. Peer was really a visionary. You know, I really feel that musically speaking, I think we live in a world that Ralph S. Peer helped, created.
Es una capacidad de poder ver que hay valores que quizás no se han reconocido en su momento, pero que van a tener a largo plazo un impacto tremendo y que van a ser permanentes además.
So my grandparents suggested to Nat that he record in Spanish. They were all living in Los Angeles at that time, and the music industry wasn't that big. And at that point, my grandfather had been working Latin music for quite a long time. His wife spoke Spanish.
I can only imagine all sitting around saying, hey, if you sing it phonetically, it could work. Only because he has such a unique charm and a unique personality, which is kind of like almost the essence of his artistry, right? And of course, because of their involvement with Latin music, they knew what musicians to hire, what musical director to hire, what studios to record it in. And of course, as far as repertoire is concerned, they're like, well, we have all the songs.
The first album, the musicians were recorded in Havana. Then Nat put down the vocals in Los Angeles.
No hay en el mundo para mí otro
The latter two, Nat recorded in the studio in the same time the musicians did. One was recorded in Rio, and then the final one was recorded in Mexico City.
Imagine Nat King Cole being in the studio and attached to all these musicians.
Mujer, si puedes tú con Dios hablar.
I could have been a fly on the wall. I would love to have been. Just to see him there communicate how to get these songs across and get the feeling of these songs across. That's the majesty of an artist.
I think that there is a simplicity in the original recordings that we really wanted to stay true to, but to have the chance to have a vocalist like Jon, who's obviously a native Spanish speaker, also a native English speaker, it was a new way to imagine the songs.
2, 3, y.
Gonzalo is a fantastic arranger, and he has a great vision for music and a very personal one. And then by having Jon involved, Jon kept things accessible, because of Jon's approach to music. Jon is a pop singer. And I think that combination is the foundation of the creative vision for this project. How do you want to do it? Do you want to go with him on the...
Es una fiesta. Fascination es una especie de fiesta, es una especie de intercambio. Y hemos intentado encontrar un punto común.
You know, how we're gonna go ahead and make something unique out of this music so that it has the essence of the inspiration, but still it does not copy Nat King Cole, because it cannot.
Para mí lo más importante es la libertad y el respeto. Yo creo que cualquier tipo de reinstrumentación, de revisión de una obra ya establecida, conocida, tiene que ir por la libertad creativa, pero partiendo del respeto. El respeto se logra con conocimiento. 1, 2, 3,
Well, I think what I needed to preserve was, for me vocally, was an element of Nat King Cole's phrasing that is so smooth and gentle, and that was my challenge.
In spite of how little we know. Come on.
And musically, our recording is a little bit more organic, a little bit more acoustic, but in a way so that nothing is sticking out. Everything is, it's kind of blending in, and that's what I loved about Nat King Cole.
Maybe you're meant to be mine.
You know, we worked in different studios. We have 2 different mixes, you know, as well. And I do have to say that working with Alfonso Ordóñez, you know, he recorded the album and mixed it as well. We've been through a lot of adventures together, so to speak. And our mastering engineer, Germán Landaeta, and Boris Milan, who did the Dolby Atmos mix, which is a fantastic mix. One of the cool things about the project, we wanted to really get a really great sound out of everybody. And it was Germán who brought in an old Neumann, and Jon just sounds incredible on the album. You can really, really hear it.
Who knows what April brings never remains.
Gonzalo had a great idea of making half the musicians American-born and the other half of the musicians Latin American. So it was Gonzalo who had mentioned for James Genus, the bass player, and Clarence Penn.
James Genus, el bajista, Dios mío. Entonces Clarence Penn en la batería. Wow.
And I suggested bringing in Giovanni Hidalgo, who had previously worked with Gonzalo. I thought he would make a great addition to it.
Para mí, claro que fue un riesgo también. Imagínate, es como que te pongan un poco de karate con Bruce Lee.
That's how the band was born. So it was Gonzalo, Giovanni, Clarence, and James. As far as the featured artist, we thought of having Hamilton Holanda, who had worked on another project with Gonzalo. And then I really thought it would be interesting to have Jorge Glem, having him perform Cuatro Venezolano on one of the songs. I thought would be really interesting and out of left field and something nobody would expect.
¿Qué hace un 4 ahí? ¿Verdad? A mí me brillaron los ojos porque aparte de admirarlos, hace mucho también mi proyecto de vida ha sido que el 4 se conozca como un instrumento universal.
The duet with Natalie Cole, it was a huge hit at the 1992 Grammys. So to have that as kind of the basis of a familiar connection in the album, Jon and Mika, his daughter, reimagined this.
Awesome, man.
Thank you. Gracias.
And did the same song again. So they're another familiar connection.
That's someone. Things that I am unforgettable too.
Mi primera conexión con el proyecto me dice Gonzalo Rubalcaba que había una canción que él quería que yo participara en el disco.
¿Qué, man?
¿Cómo tú estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Y entonces llegamos al estudio Y ahí empezamos a escuchar, Julio, Jon y yo, canciones.
Vamos a seguir escuchando el tema.
Yeah.
Escuchar. Y de repente apareció quizás, y efectivamente lo probamos y de una fluyó.
Quizás.
Es muy simpático porque es una canción que la letra es como un enigma, ¿no? Todo es bueno, a lo mejor sí, no, pero espérate, tal vez, quizás, entonces. Pero al mismo tiempo es como, tiene un magnetismo, ¿no? Porque la manera en que la melodía está concebida, que viene de lo profundo y crece, sube. Siempre que te pregunto.
Siempre que te pregunto que cuando comido.
Tiene una magia.
I really thought that Aimee would be a great addition to it, to have a female vocal or a female voice on the record.
Bueno, el reto más grande es cantar con Jon.
Estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando.
I think it's a strong statement in today's audience. It's important to do an album like this nowadays. Latin music right now is in a moment where it's never been before, ever.
What's going on in Latin music today, and older songs being revisited, sampled, obviously Bad Bunny being the biggest example, but there's many, many others. It keeps it as a really understanding and hearing these classic songs is really roots you in the music that we're hearing today.
Es muy lindo poder escuchar otra vez esos temas que en algún momento fueron parte del soundtrack de nuestra vida y uno se da cuenta que es música que nunca va a morir.
What's happening in Latin music now is a direct evolution of what was started back when Nat King Cole recorded these songs in Spanish. Himself being one of the biggest artists in the world and deciding to record in Spanish, and now we have a Spanish language album that's the biggest album in the world. That's why it's so important to revisit this material at this time.
La gente te pide esas canciones todavía y han pasado 70 años. Son canciones cantadas al amor y el amor no tiene fecha de vencimiento.
It's meant to be timeless. It's meant to connect for generations and generations to come. That's the magic of music.
Estás perdiendo el tiempo pensando por lo que más tú quieras. ¿Hasta cuándo? Y así pasan los días y yo desespero.